So of course, to start off with prepping the skin, I'm going to be taking, and I might butcher this last name, Charlotte Lacroix, Lacroix, Lacroix. So I'm using the Firming Day Cream. I've used this product the past couple of days and it's actually really nice. One thing I noticed is not to use a lot of product. The little does go a long way, so I'm just going to use product that's on the lid. And what's also nice about this cream as well is the results of your makeup, since it is more of a firming cream. Looks pretty nice. Your skin looks firm and plump. So usually after I moisturize my skin, I like to just take a couple moments to let that moisturizer really set into the skin and absorb the product. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to be using a new product. So this is Juva Lips, as you guys can see here. So let me just make this clear at first. I already do have full lips. I'd never consider personally doing lip injections. I don't feel as though that I need them. One thing that I did notice is my bottom lip is bigger than my top lip, which I don't mind. It's perfectly fine, but sometimes it looks a little off balance in pictures and different angles. So I kind of want to balance out both of them, but more so focusing on the upper lip. So that's why I'm going to be using this Juva Lips product right here. It's pretty much like your lip plumper machine. It says wet lips or apply lip balm before using. Simply place the Juva Lips against your lips to push and release the power button, So for 60 seconds I'll be doing this. This thing is automatically timed, and they do recommend that you don't overuse the product. My lips look pretty today, but my top lip is smaller than my bottom lip, so I just really want to plump them a little bit, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Oh my god. It actually, oh my god. As you can see by my reaction when I turned this thing on, I was like, what the heck? This thing like sucked your lips. That sounds weird. But like pulled your lips, and you can just feel like the vibrations and the tingles like of the instant plumping. Like I said, my lips are already pretty full. I would never do lip injections. That's just a personal thing. I'm not against it. If you guys want to do it, perfectly fine. But this product is pretty cool. So after I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and put a lip balm on. This is from Bobbi Brown. So overall, I do like this product. I feel as though it works better than an actual lip plumper because it's a device that is actually plumping the lips and like pulling at them without harming them. All right, you guys, so I had to put my hair up because my hair is in the way, and literally I'm like refilming at this point. I had tried this foundation. It was the Water Weight Max Studio foundation. I thought I liked it when I was in the store. I mean, it looked pretty good. Literally I did 20 minutes of filming, and every time I would apply like a bronzer or blush, it looked horrible. So returning that. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to use a full coverage foundation, how to make it wearable so you're not feeling like you have tons of makeup on your skin. So a really good example of a foundation I'm going to be using is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This foundation is very full coverage, highly pigmented. Little goes a very long way. But I just kind of want to give you guys some insight on what I personally do when I want to wear a full coverage foundation. So for primer, I'm going to be using my Mercier Radiance foundation primer. Always keep in mind that you have control over how your foundation looks. And key thing that I've always taught myself is to build that coverage. So like I said, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and this is in medium 56 neutral. I love her foundations. The thing is her shade range. So if you go with more of like a warmer undertone, really warm, like the pigment is intense. So I had to go for more of a neutral. I'm hoping that this works out for me. So to buff that into the skin, I'm going to be using my 3D HD Sigma Maxi Max Kabuki brush to buff that in. I like using a buffing brush because it really presses that product into the skin. And I like to start at the center of the face and work my way out. I did one full pump on the back of the hand just to start. And you can see that I am pressing the product in the center of the area, building that coverage, and then pulling the product out. Also, if the foundation is still a little bit too thick, you can mix, do either half a pump of the full coverage or like a pump of that and like a pump of something that's a little bit more like light to medium. Or if you're dry and you want to do something like that, you can use like a beauty oil to kind of break down that product. I love this brush because it fits like in perfect areas of the face without you having to work too much. And I hope you guys can see on camera how full coverage this foundation is with one full pump. And layering products is very key. So if you're just caking on products, you're not gonna have a good base. So anything on top of that is not gonna look right. So taking my beauty sponge, the next step that I like to do is literally just take a pea size of that foundation, or you can take whatever excess you didn't use. And taking the sponge, I'm just gonna go into that. And since this is damp, I love pressing that little bit of amount over top. Although the brush did all the buffing, I'm really just pressing all of that product into the skin. Using my Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. What I like about this concealer is it's, for me personally, a true medium to buildable full coverage concealer. Very lightweight, but it does conceal. You can use a fuller coverage concealer if you'd like, but since the foundation itself is already full coverage, I don't want to keep adding fuller and fuller coverage on. So I'm trying to find a balance with it all. So on this, I'm just going to take that Real Technique sponge and once again press that product into the skin. This is a full coverage foundation, the Kat Von D one, and a medium to buildable full coverage concealer. And the method of a buffing brush and a beauty sponge with the applications and layering has made this look pretty flawless. So due to me using a full coverage foundation, I personally get a little bit oily in the center of the face, so I am going to go in with the Kat Von D translucent powder. I'm not so much going to bake, so I'm going to press the product on the skin. I don't want to go in with the foundation powder to set the face and have that build more coverage. Like, I'm pretty much okay with the coverage that I have already. But if you do want to set with a foundation powder, definitely go ahead, but that's just something personally I don't want to do. So I put some powder in the lid, taking that powder that is on the sponge already and just pressing it. So I'm not so much baking, but I am setting it as we go. And same thing, the pressing motions, I'm not wiping so I don't move any product. So next I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer and I'm going to be using this shader brush right here. I'll list everything in the description box below. Contouring my nose and sculpting that out. So next I'm going to go in with some bronzer. So I'm going to be using my Bahama Mama bronzer from TheBalm Cosmetics. I'm going to take my number 59 Sephora. So next for blush, I'm going to be using Dandelion from Benefit, which looks like this. So I'm going to do my eyes off camera. I'm not going to do anything crazy with them, but I will still list the products that I used in the description box. And then once we come back, I'm going to finish off the face and then finish off with some lip products. Alright you guys, so I did my brows off camera. I forgot to mention that before I signed off. And I did just put lashes on. I didn't put like really any eye makeup on. If you see anything, it's just from the contour. Lashes are the Huda Scarlett lashes. For lips today, I'm going to be using Calm Heat, which is this MAC lipstick. I picked this up when I purchased that other foundation. I told the girl, I was like, I love Flesh Pop. Love it, love it, love it. But I already have enough, so I want to, you know, you can never have too many nudes. So she was like, try this. I tried this on and it's actually really pretty. So for lip gloss today, I'm going to be going back to one of my ultimate favorites, my Marc Jacobs 314 Moon Glow. This shirt, by the way, is from Fashion Nova. I have a discount code AmberXO to get some money off. Alright you guys, and there you have today's video. This video did not go as planned, but the show must go on. I had this whole other concept in my mind, but then when I tried that foundation, it was to the point where I couldn't even work with it. So I had to like scratch that idea and like think of something within like 5 minutes. And I was like, let me just do a full coverage foundation, tips and tricks that I personally have to share with you guys. So I hope you guys did truly enjoyed this video. If you are new, like I said, go ahead and subscribe and follow me on my social networks and hit that like button to show some love. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and dealing with me today, and I will see you guys in the next video.